Whoa, my goodness. It's Peter Rosenberg with Hot 97. Another year, another WrestleMania press conference. Only this year, WrestleMania 29 is right here, MetLife Stadium, New York, New Jersey. I'm very excited. The Rock is here. John Cena is here. Mark Henry is here. CM Punk is here. We're going to try to go see what these guys are talking about, maybe get some interviews. It's WrestleMania season. Let's do it.
WrestleMania here in the New York, New Jersey area, MetLife Stadium. It won't get any bigger than that.
Step up, bring it. Yes, sir. Somebody gon' get their ass kicked. Somebody gon' get their wig split. Somebody gon' get their ass kicked. Somebody gon' get their wig split. Beat 'em up, break his neck, break his neck.
I appreciate our fans, and I respect our fans, and I want our fans to respect us. But there is no greater stage than WrestleMania. I've been with this company for 17 years, and it's 17 of the best years of my life. And I will not go on a stage in New York, New Jersey, and embarrass myself. Ryback is in a lot of trouble.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, what's happening? I'm not going to lie to you, world. This is my good friend, Mark Henry, the world's strongest man. In addition to many wonderful feats, including at one point lifting over 2,000 pounds total, was it?
Oh, definitely over 2,023.
2,300 pounds.
2,300 pounds.
In addition to doing that, he also lifted the chairs of my family at my wedding. I did a damn good job.
I am an honorary Jew now.
Yeah, no, you were. Listen, I got to show you pictures, by the way. There are some great pictures of you with tiny Jews giving you big hugs after we did the horror. All right, but let's not talk about that, Mark Henry. I don't want to talk about the partying.
All right, let's
I don't want to talk about wedding, good times, Mark Henry. Family man.
Mark Henry kicking Ryback ass Sunday, Mark Henry.
Now, you guys, there was a little bit of a delay, it seemed like, getting into this story, this feud between you and Ryback. No one was quite sure. Sorry, between me and the fans out there, all of us had a heart attack that it was going to be you and Great Khali, and we did not want to see that. We wanted to see you and Ryback. That's the fact of the matter. That's what people wanted to see. Do you think you guys had enough time to build this the way you wanted to and make this as special a match as it can be?
You know, I don't think that it takes much building when you have somebody that's trying to walk in and take what another man's got. That's a simple story. You know, this dude he's a strong guy. I mean, granted, he's a strong guy, but he ain't no Mark Henry. And I worked for over 25 years to become the strongest man in the world. And it's not going to take a few months to take it.
How did you feel a couple weeks ago? We actually learned something very interesting from a historic standpoint. Your high school record in Texas was broken.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that?
I thought it was awesome. At 22 years ago, I think I had a good run as far as holding a title or holding a record. But not a better kid could have broke it.
Were you familiar with his work already?
I was familiar with him. I knew who he was. I always watched raw powerlifters, guys that lift with no shirts, no equipment, put a belt on, some knee wraps, some wrist wraps, and lift it. And he's one of those.
Would you feel differently if it was your world record, not a high school record? Would that one hurt, or you'd be fine with it?
I'd be fine either way. When I was a 17-year-old kid, there was a lifter that should remain nameless because he really don't matter to me. Treated me really with a lot of disrespect because I broke his records. I wanted an autograph. I wanted to take a picture with him, and he just got angry and didn't want to take a picture with me. And I vowed that I would never be that guy. So I honored the guy that took my record to break that kind of cycle.
Speaking of people approaching and asking for autographs, as one of the scariest guys in the WWE, has anything changed about the way you interact with fans in 2013 versus how you did in 1998?
I was a lot more accommodating in 96 through maybe 2000. I felt like, I owed it to everybody to sign every single person. And to an extent, I feel that way now. If, and only if, you respect me and you don't shove something to me, you have to talk to me. Look me in the face. Excuse me, Mr. Henry, Mark, sexual
chocolate. Okay, can they at least say, okay, all right.
Put a handle on it. Something. Can I have an autograph? Can I take a picture with you? Don't come shove a camera in my face. Don't give me that. Come.
What if they came up to you and said,
I get aggravated and then I don't want to do nothing for nobody.
what if they didn't say Mark Henry? What if they said, oh my God, you're my second favorite half of the tag team with MVP?
I still would pop because we were powerballing and, I felt like we should have went a long way and we didn't, but
you guys as heels would have been pretty interesting, right?
it wouldn't have been fair. It wouldn't have been fair at all. Me and MVP together, it was.
Would you like to see him come back?
I'd love to see him come back. He's a wonderful talent. He's smart, and he's got a lot of principles and character, and a lot of people don't stick by their guns. I don't believe in everything that MVP believes in, but I don't have to. We work together. We worked together, and I'd love to work with him again.
One last thing I want to ask you. You said the thing about people approaching you for autographs. You told me you have a pet peeve with people hitting or pushing you. In fact, once I saw...
Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself. I'm tired of having to defend myself like I'm in a street brawl. Don't poke me. Don't slap me. Don't touch me inappropriately. Keep your hands to yourself. Because if we go to court, you're going to win. You're going to win. But I promise you, spending that money is going to be very hard with broke wrists.
I almost learned this the hard way when I saw you walking to a party in Texas and just reached out and shoved you without you seeing me.
And I was reaching for you.
He went like this, and I went, Mark, Mark, Mark. Whew. Anyways, I am a Mark for Mark Henry.
Luckily, I saw those thick eyebrows and knew it was you. Don't bow up to me. I eat your face off.
Look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality. I know you're angry.
For over 20 years, The Undertaker has been a legend here in the WWE, and at WrestleMania, his undefeated streak obviously is legendary. But to me, legends, just like streaks and records, are meant to be broken. So Sunday night, CM Punk versus The Undertaker is not only what everyone's going to be talking about come Monday morning, it's what everyone's going to remember, and it is going to go down as one of the legendary matches at WrestleMania. And I will not only break The Undertaker's streak, I will break The Undertaker.
Do you remember, you came to the radio station a while ago specifically to speak about Chris Brown. Do you remember that day?
Yeah.
I ran into Chris Brown the other day.
Did you run into Chris Brown?
Not the way I was hoping you were going to for some time. They set up, they arranged a brokered a meeting because I feel the way you do. So they brokered a meeting so I could meet him and see what this guy's really about. Yeah. I didn't get much one way or the other yet. We'll wait and see. Have you amended? Do you have any different feelings about Chris Brown? Would you still punch him in the face to this day if you saw him?
Unfortunately, I have a temper. Although I do realize you can't run around and just solve all the world's problems by punching people in the face. However, I firmly believe I would be able to solve the Chris Brown problem by punching him in the face. So
you're in the same place as you were.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Maybe even more so. I mean, the guy says and does some of the stupidest things. I don't really mince words. You know, I'm not going to tell you like, oh, I'm excited for Cena and Rock too, because I'm not. I'd be more excited if it was me and John, you know, and I think Dolph should say that he'd be more excited if it was him and Rock, and I think Zack Ryder should say it should be, you know, like that's what a lot of people don't understand. Certain media outlets will pick and choose certain things that I say, and they just kind of label me as this awful malcontent. And while I may be an awful malcontent, like, I understand the business way more than they do, but I also understand, you know, personal goals, and like where I am, yeah, it's great. Where I want to be is always one step higher. That's just life.
Do you feel guilty? Do you feel guilty
I'll stay all day. I don't care.
about what you've done to Paul Bearer? And how would you feel if somebody did that to you?
Well, first of all, no. I don't think I'm capable of feeling guilt or any sort of remorse.
True guilt.
I think I'm a legitimate sociopath.
That's a word.
But I think that helps my my job. I didn't kill the guy, so I got nothing to feel bad about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's not around to say anything about it anyway. But for everybody who knew him very, very well, they say that he would have loved it.
And is that how you feel? That is how I feel watching it. But a lot of the smart marks are upset and think this is blasphemy when I thought it was a classic storyline.
Good. Where's the smart marks at?
They're talk to him.
Good. Can I?
Yeah, I would love you to.
Can I really?
You know how I feel.
Can I swear?
Absolutely. Ask your friends over here. For me,
All right. Fuck you. What?
oh God, not.
No, you're strong, Mark.
They always got to keep playing the music. So far, we've seen a stripped-down dancer, a husband and wife kind of stripped down, a Mexican announcer with one leg, a rather average-looking pedestrian say how he's going to end the undefeated streak of a dead man, and a movie star who also poses as an inanimate object kind of talk about his match at WrestleMania. And that's only the press conference. How about it?
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, what's happening? Another WrestleMania press conference. I think this is like the 5th year in a row or something. I know you've been counting.
Yes, we tend to do these often. WrestleMania, this thing comes like every year, doesn't it?
No, but I meant specifically, I know you look forward to seeing me every year at the press conference. It's tradition.
I absolutely do. Yes, it is. You remind me of WrestleMania.
Thank you. I'm like that for people. When I talk to you, I truly believe you are the guy you portray yourself to be. I believe the John Cena character and John Cena person are very close, all right? Meaning you're a great guy, and in my opinion, everything I've seen. And you're also a company guy.
Yes, indeed I am.
Which can make you
There's no denying that.
No, you're a proud company guy, which can make you a challenging interview at times, actually.
Why do you say that?
I think sometimes it's hard for me to get you to get away from your talking points, because you, as a good company guy, you say your truth, but your truth is often in line with the company. So I'm going to ask you what I've asked you in previous years, and we'll see what you say.
Okay.
In the nerdy wrestling world that I occupy in my free time, the speculation of you not being the John Cena we see now, but being a bad, different John Cena, is always rampant. People want to see a different side of John Cena.
Okay.
At this point in your career, you're 10 years in, you've been the #1 babyface for 10 years. Is there a part of you that desires that, or are you going to tell me you're just happy with whatever the fans give you, or is there something in you that desires a change at all?
Watch me work here. Can that camera pan down? Can it see my shoes? I'm going to satisfy every uber wrestling critic, fanatic of John Cena right now. Catch the shoes. Just listen to the audio. Did you just see that?
That's all you need.
Did you just see that? This is John Cena turning heel. See what I just did there? Now everybody's satisfied. We can all go back to work, watch, and enjoy the show.
How did I fall for that? How did you set up the shoes and I had no idea as you were going? I'm going to let you go because I know you got a big couple days ahead. Is there any order in terms of the matches that have meant something to you? Last year was special. I was down there in Miami. In your mind, do you instantly know that a match like this Sunday becomes one of the biggest, or is it all about what happens in the ring?
To me, this is the biggest, and honestly, it will be what happens in the ring. But if the match from an effort standpoint is a failure, it will live eternally as a failure, because this is New York. This is MetLife Stadium. This is WWE's home plate. Vince himself said he's so personally proud of this event for himself, for his family. This is what we're about. This is the biggest of all, aside from WrestleMania 1, because you have to start somewhere. This Sunday is the biggest of all WrestleManias.
Last hip-hop album you listen to. I know you listen to a lot of country these days. Last hip-hop album you listen to.
No, I'm getting back into it.
Kendrick bring you back? You picked that Kendrick album?
No, I like some Drake, some.
You have to listen to Kendrick's album, though. You haven't heard Good Kid, Mad City at all?
I've heard a few songs by Kendrick. I'm not, you know me, man. I don't listen to any of the new stuff.
Can I just make you? One of these days, can I just bring you like a USB? Would you actually listen?
That's fair. If you bring me a digital drive with all the latest to get me up, that's fine. But I'm listening to more and more right now. I'm kind of going back to the roots. You never know. You may see the shoe turn around.
You never know.
Never know.
Thanks, dude.
man.
Good luck.
Nothing really compares to kicking John Cena's candy ass. Well, yeah, woo, one guy likes it. And I can't wait. I can't wait to do that this Sunday.